Hello Gemini, this is going to be your general tarot reading for April 2019. And for whatever reasons, I'm having major computer issues these days, and these movies have been taking forever to upload. They're taking up to 24 hours to upload one of these. And so the last batch I did like 3 days ago, and I haven't been able to make any new ones because they've been uploading those 2 movies over and over for the past 3 days. Anyway, so I'm going to try to do this succinctly, and I apologize for you Gemini people as being the last people this month. I didn't plan it that way, it just kind of came that way. So hope you guys are well. Sorry, you've caught me in a kind of a discombobulated moment. I promise you I'll do a good reading for you. So speaking of your reading for April, I'm using the Spiral Tarot for your basic layout, and then I'm using the Gaian Tarot for your clarifiers. I'm going to go ahead and show you your original spread, and then I'll get started. And of course, this is for Gemini rising, sun, and moon. So here we go. Your central experience for April is the 10 of Cups. That's pretty nice, you guys. I think you and one other sign got that. These two came out together. Your challenge this month is the 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. What is helping you is the King of Swords. You have quite a few Swords cards in here this month. At the root or core of your being, you have the Knight of Pentacles. What you're coming away from in the recent past is death. Your best possible outcome is the 4 of Swords. Coming up for you in the near future, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You right now are the 6 of Swords. In your surroundings, you have the Queen of Swords. As your hope or fear, I'm guessing that this is your hope, you have the 8 of Wands. And as your general outcome, you have the 2 of Wands. You have 2 2s of Wands in here, and you have 2 8 of Wands. Okay. For your central experience for April, it looks as if you're feeling like you have decided you're going to enjoy your life and have a good time no matter what. If you look at the 4 of Fire here, she almost has an expression on her face that's like, bring it on. I'm amazing. And she's the 4 of Fire, which is the 4 of Wands, stability of action, or you have built something, or you have created something stable, or something is official now. It looks as if you've created a lot for yourself, or you're just in a period right now where you're just determined to enjoy your life, have fun, be joyful, and create what you wish, no matter what happens. And you feel very, I got the word headstrong, you feel very headstrong in a good way about this. You are not going to let anybody bring you down this month. You're not going to let anyone tell you that you can't do something. And if you have begun something new that has become stable, it looks as if you're pretty confident that it's going to continue to grow and nothing is stopping you. Looks pretty good to me, you guys. You look pretty confident, sure of yourself, proud of what you've done so far, and you have some kind of a reason to celebrate. So congratulations. As your challenge, Your challenge could be that you're working a lot, but it's not really bringing in the results that you had hoped, as in enough money. Or it could be that you are so busy right now with work or things that you're doing that it's a challenge to make time or room for anything else in your life right now. You seem really busy, either that or you're not busy enough. You've either gotten too complacent or too lazy. Sorry, you guys. I've got a Sag rising. I can't really help it. Sometimes it just flies out of my mouth. But I mean, if I was going to be Sag rising about this and just blurt it out, I would say that what is your challenge this month is either you have gotten too lazy or too stuck in a normal routine of things where you haven't been hustling or working enough, or you haven't been focusing on the things that you do have to do. Or it could be the opposite, where you're working so much that you feel you don't have time to relax, or you don't have time to do the other things that you want to be doing right now. Or it could be saying that you have worked really hard over a long period of time to build something up, and for whatever reasons it doesn't seem to be panning out the way that you had imagined, or it's not bringing in enough for the amount of time that you've spent on it, or some kind of stability is a problem here. It could be that you've been working so much that you haven't been taking care of yourself. And so you may be running out of energy, or you need to make time in your life to enjoy the other things. Okay. Your clarifier with those two is the guardian of water. So this is leading me to believe that for the majority of you guys, you may be working too much or focused too much on money or career, and you're not focusing enough on nurturing yourself, as in taking time out, honoring your feelings, nurturing yourself, feeling as if your emotional needs are met. It could even be that if some of you are involved with someone, they may be working a lot, and so you feel as if the emotional nurturance in the relationship is lacking, or your feelings are not being acknowledged, or someone else feels as if their feelings are not being acknowledged. But relationships aside, this is saying that your remedy for this problem is that you need to do self-care this month. You need to take care of yourself. You need to honor your feelings and take time out every now and then to replenish. And if you take the time or make the time to do this, you will see that things will flow a lot easier once you start doing this more. This reading seems rather specific, so it may or may not resonate for you. And so what is helping you? I'll show you all three together, and then I'll break them apart. You have these three as what's helping you. You have the King of Swords. You have the Ten of Fire, otherwise known as the Ten of Wands, in with the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Water. And so what I'm getting is, it seems pretty hardcore, you guys, in a certain way, but it's good. It could be saying one of two things, or two separate things. Both scenarios say that what is helping you is to radically accept the fact that something is over. Or that if there has been some kind of chaos or sudden endings or problems in your vision, or what you envisioned did not work out the way that you thought. I'm still getting something about that for someone. So what is helping you is to radically accept the fact that this is over, or this is beyond repair at this point, and to just let it go and move on. And after you decide to do that, which it seems like this is helping you, is to accept this. The sooner you can accept the fact that something is over and there's nothing to be done about it, And that could be so many things, you guys. You guys know more than me if this even resonates. But it does say that if you can move on or accept this, let's have the fish swimming away. This is how it came out. It's just I have to reverse it because of the camera. So the fish is deciding to start a new journey that follows love or follows optimism or dreams or what it truly feels the need to do. It's swimming with the current away from the wildfires. So whatever has fallen apart or whatever did not work out the way that you envisioned, you're swimming away from this and moving on onto much more peaceful waters, pure, clean waters, and onto a completely new journey. You're leaving something behind and you're moving on onto a much better future than before. Or it could be what's helping you is to realize or make a decision to leave old things behind in order not only to follow a new path, but new love as well. This could be new love or a new feeling of love in your heart, or wanting to begin a new journey in your life that involves following what you love and leaves this old chaos behind. This could even be with a person. This could be a person. You could be deciding to move on from this person or to move towards this person and away from conflict or away from a long-term ending to explore something new with this person possibly too. But either way, it seems like what is ultimately helping you is to begin a new journey. So at your root, again, this is something that's backing up the original statement that something did not pan out the way that you expected. Or the growth is slower than you expected, or things are growing so quickly that you need help and you're feeling overwhelmed by all of the things that you have to do. But at your root, it is saying that you will have slow but steady progress and help with something that you are manifesting, creating, or something that is growing in your life with the Three of Earth here. If you go with what you enjoy, if you go with your talents and skills, and if you get out there and spend time doing that, doing what you love more, this will bring you good results. This will bring you a nice harvest, or this will continue to grow in a really good way. But it is slow but steady. It's not going to be happening quickly. Or it could be that you may be feeling frustrated because business or money or skills or talents are growing so quickly that you need help and you need some extra assistance. But either way, it's totally possible for you to get this assistance or this help. Or at least rest assured that even though things may not be moving as quickly as you would like them to, at least they're moving and at least they're growing. And you're off to a really good start on something that you've already begun or that you have sent into motion somehow. It could even be for someone that your friendships are growing. Maybe you've met like-minded people, or you've met kindred spirits that you enjoy the company of, and something about these alliances are slowly but steadily growing, and it could even turn into some kind of a business thing or something else that you guys do together besides just hang out, if that makes any sense at all. Okay? And so what you're coming away from, this is really specific, you guys. Could it be that recently a relationship has ended, or the beginnings of a relationship that stemmed from attraction kind of petered out or ended abruptly at the very beginning of it? Or you made a concentrated decision to end a relationship. Or it could be that indecision has come to an end and you made up your mind about something on what you are going to do in the future, or whether or not you are going to go with a possible relationship. Or it could be saying that you have recently realized that you have to make a decision and you can't continue to stay in limbo with something that you need to make a decision about or move towards. Okay. And your best possible outcome is that if you are going to build, metaphorically speaking, if you're going to build the most sound, beautifully made structure in your life, you need to make sure that you're getting enough rest so that you can focus on what you're doing. It could be that you've been working too much and you need to rest as your best possible outcome so that when you do work, you're actually being productive. It seems as if perhaps you've been pushing yourself too hard, or it could be saying that your resting time is over and now it's time to get back to work. But ultimately, I'm getting a balance between these two things, which is you need to rest so that you can do the best possible job, but you don't want to rest so much that you're not doing anything and nothing is getting done. But you don't want to be doing so much that you don't have time for self-care, or you don't have time to realign yourself or realign your brain. Or you may need to reflect more in order to come up with the best blueprints or the best plans for what you're trying to carry out, because it seems as if you have 2 4s in here so far. Yeah, you have 2 4s in here. One is your central experience for April, which is the 4 of fire, which is a stability of action, or knowing what you're doing, or you're off to such a good start that it's actually stable and you feel pretty good about this. Or you're choosing to spend your focus on creating stability that brings you joy or happiness, or feeling like you know what you're doing. And your best possible outcome is another 4, but it's the major arcana 4. It says your best possible outcome is that you can build stability for yourself or carry out what you want to, but you do need to make sure that you are stabilizing your mind or resting enough or doing enough self-care so that you can do the best possible job. And actually, wait a minute, this is the 4 of Swords. It's another 4. So by stilling your mind, by clearing your mind, the answers will come to you on how to build this so that you can patiently carry this thing out all the way. Whether it's stabilizing a relationship, stabilizing a business, a home situation, or anything else, or even stabilizing your own health. And in the future, I'm going to show all 3 to you and then I'll break it apart. First, for your near future, or what is coming up for you, you have a very nice card indeed. You have the Wheel of Fortune. With it, at first, came the 5 of Earth, or the 5 of Pentacles. And I kind of got a clue on what this meant, but I wanted more information, and then I got the Elder of Water. And so how I'm seeing this is I'll start with this one, is that in the past you have been struggling. You may have been struggling for money, struggling for security. Maybe that's one of the main reasons on why you have 3 4s in here, is you need some kind of security or stability so that you can get creative after that or on top of that. But it seems as if you've been struggling. Either you haven't been making enough money for the amount of work that you're putting in, or you don't have enough resources, or you feel left out, or you feel like you don't have enough support, or you feel too alone, or you've been struggling in one way or another with something, either internally or externally. But the good news is that coming up for you, things are about to dramatically change and move on from that cycle where you will no longer be having to deal with this. as long as you do this, which is trusting your instincts and taking the time to reflect, or taking the time to pay attention to the little things, or to your environment, or to just what your senses tell you. There are really good times to come. And it's also telling me to tell you that it's okay to trust this, or it's okay to trust your instincts, or your instincts may be telling you in the future that things are about to get a lot better and that the worst is over. You will no longer be struggling so much, or you'll no longer be struggling with this feeling of that everything just takes so much work or time or whatever energy from you, and you feel as if you're not getting enough support or you don't have what you need. But that time is coming to an end now and is being released. So by trusting your intuition, or by trusting, you need to do more self-care or reflection. And that time is coming to an end. You're in for a completely new cycle that has much more to do with flow and things flowing nicely. You may even be going away on a trip, possibly to some kind of body of water, or you're receiving some kind of brilliant big idea or message of some kind. It's also telling me that this is about protection. You will be protected in the future, and so you don't have to prepare. You need to stop preparing for the worst. Don't prepare for this. Instead, believe that this is over so that you can be open and prepared for amazing new things to be able to come in for you. Somehow, this card seems connected to this to me. This Ten of Fire. You need to let this old thing go that makes you feel like all your plans were ruined, or you won't have what you need, or it's back to square one or something. But it doesn't have to be that dramatic. It looks as if things are flowing really nicely in the future. Things are flowing. You're off to a completely new start now. That has nothing to do with that struggle. So you right now, wow, look at this. You have two boats together. You have the Six of Swords and the canoe, otherwise known as the Chariot, Major Arcana. So you are definitely moving forward. You are definitely over something. You're definitely, that looks like they're going towards it. They're definitely over this situation. And look at this, even. You are fully moving forward now. You are determined to move on from whatever that was, and to move towards stability and lots of good luck. You know what you're doing, or you know what you want, and you're definitely deliberately moving forward away from something, or seeking better waters. Or ready to move on from conflict towards peace. And in your surroundings, it looks as if you have to make some kind of a major decision about where you go next, or about some kind of a big trip you're about to go on, or what direction you want to go in. An old cycle is ending and a new cycle is beginning. So you need to get clear about where you're going next, or to trust what you get. And I'm also getting something about moving on from an old way of communicating, where you're learning newer, better ways of communicating than before, or you're learning more subtle intricacies about communication based off of what you have learned in the past. Now you're refining it, but it's time to It's time to move on. And your hope, look at this. You got the same card together. You have the Eight of Wands with the Eight of Wands, or the Eight of Fire with the Eight of Fire. It's doubled. So your hopes are that things are finally going to speed up, or that you can keep up with the speed of things, one or the other, or that now is the time where things start to really happen. There's messages on the way, or you're expecting messages to come to you, or you need a clearer sense of direction of where you're going. You may be waiting on some kind of information, but you don't necessarily need it. All you have to do is move forward. But I'm getting that your hope is, your fear is either of the extreme speed of things, that you're wondering if you can even keep up with this, because you do need to rest and have self-care and time to reflect, or time to take it easy and rest your oars. But you also are moving forward too. And so your hope and your fear is of things speeding up. And your general outcome says that you're deciding where to go next in order to have a new beginning grow in the best possible way. Or you have finally decided what you want and you're doing it. Or you're beginning it. Or you feel like you have what you need in order to get started now. You possibly have been thinking about doing this for a while now, or starting something new for a while now. But as your general outcome, it looks as if you feel that you're actually able to do it, or able to begin it in the best possible way, and to have enough resources or energy in order to carry it out. This may even be a new location, as in you're deciding to relocate, or you're moving someplace new, or you're beginning something new that you have wanted to do. And it's growing, it's getting off to a really good start. Things may not be as fast as, things may be too fast, or things may not be fast enough for you, but either way, I see you as dancing a really nice balance with all of this, and just focusing on what needs to actually be focused on to get it off to the best possible beginning. So hopefully that helped or made sense for you. Sorry, this is quicker than the other general readings. These take so long to upload. Hopefully that made sense for you. I wish you all the best. Many blessings to you. The next couple of days I have to work at the shop again, but I'm going to try to finish all of the love readings and then I'll be caught up. So I'll see you soon. Bye.